Today we are talking about stealing style from YSL.
Oh, the one, the only.
Hi! I'm Garcia.
And I'm Telly.
And we are the HercastleGirls.
Hello!
If you love videos about fashion, you need to check out our channel.
Yes.
Comment, like, and subscribe. We're all about fashion. Modest fashion, high fashion, low fashion. If you like fashion, then you should be subscribing.
Subscribe with the crazy cat. So, Car, we saw the show for their fall. I know we're coming into spring, but listen, fall's gonna be here again anyways. Let's just get into it from now. We saw the show for their fall 2023 ready to wear.
Yes.
If you don't know, we are huge fans of YSL. They just have this cool girl aesthetic. There's just something so amazing about YSL you cannot ignore. And Anthony V, I won't even bother. Every time I try to say it, I can't say the man's last name.
That's fine.
But so I always call him AV. I just call him, that's what I call him anyway. But anywho, his whole, I don't want to say his muse, but to be honest, his whole idea for this show was based around the word elegance. And I know that you and I were talking about elegance and how it really is a dying trend. But his words, and I quote, because we couldn't sum this up better than he could, he said, "I wanted to do something around that idea, the idea of elegance. Something tight and focused. Maybe elegance is something we have no sense of today. Maybe we don't care about it. Maybe it has some other meaning, or maybe it has no meaning at all. But I really wanted to bring that idea of being dressed."
Of course, street fashion or streetwear will always be a thing, but that joy in putting an outfit together is like no other.
Oh my goodness.
Like, that's how I feel about it anyway. We broke down all the looks by basically little trends that we saw that you can start doing even now. You don't have to wait till fall.
No.
These are things that you can do starting right now. And we are gonna start with one of my favorite trends. That's not really a trend because it's not going nowhere, and that's blazers. But we're not just talking about, you know, your oversized blazer. We are talking about bringing back the shoulder pads.
Like, it was extravagant.
Yes, like the 1980s, the 1990s,
the
shoulder
9 to 5.
pads.
That working woman with
Yes.
the pumps on and their
Stomping on the
skirt.
ground to
They're on a
work.
mission to get to work.
That's what was up.
Yeah.
We had the shoulder pads. We had blazers that were oversized, blazers that are pinstriped, and I love the styling of this show as well because the pencil skirt also came back.
Pencil skirts are back. And you know what too? Because I know that a lot of people have a love-hate relationship because the pencil skirt is narrow, but the way how it looks on a body,
especially with that shoulder pad on the top, and going down into
it just looks so, not to overuse the word, but it really does look elegant and just so like, it's masculine yet still very feminine.
I would agree.
You still know, like, okay, yes, you're feminine, you're in your feminine energy, but at the same time, it's like, I'm feminine, but.
We had the classic pump.
Yeah.
Right? So you have that blazer, you have the pencil skirt, you have that pump, just a simple black pump with a nice pointed heel. And then you have like a white tank underneath. Very simple, very easy to walk into any store and get the same look at your price point.
At any price point. If you can't afford the YSL, that's okay, because oversized blazers are now like everywhere. Your grandma has like a billion of them. Just go raid your closet.
Vintage is a thing. If you want the original shoulder pad look, vintage is here for you.
This I remember. He said that this collection was one of the most difficult collections for him to construct because of the shoulder pads. He really wanted to make the oversized jacket like so oversized that it could literally fit 2 people. And he definitely delivered.
He achieved that. YSL, we know YSL for black, for the darker tones. But of course there was a nice white blazer with the shoulder pads with a leather black skirt.
I love the patch pockets.
Yes.
Every girl needs a pocket.
And you can just tell that the construction is right.
Those aviator glasses. Like, it's just like, it's 80s, But it's like modern.
Yes.
It did. Or those girls who sing with Robert Palmer for Addicted to Love. Slick back hair. They're like...
Yes. It's the same sort of vibe. That cool girl vibe. Some hosiery, pointed stiletto heel.
That's it.
Pencil skirt with some cute shades. Blazer.
Simple.
T-shirt.
Simple. Look at this jacket.
Now, this jacket is actually really reminiscent. It's a double-breasted suit, which we don't see a lot of anymore.
And if you do, it's a pretty penny.
Yes, if you do see it in a thrift shop, I suggest you pick it up.
Scrape it up quick.
And I love the blouse underneath with these gray kind of dress pants, tapered pants. I think this is a great look. And again, if you see this print of blazer and it's in thrift shops,
pick it up.
Buy it. Buy it and then resell it on Poshmark if it doesn't fit.
Yeah. And if it's too, I mean, especially if it's too big, you can put, oh my gosh, if it's too big, just put a belt.
Yes.
Turn it into some cute like peplum top. If it's like really short, or if it's long enough, you can turn it into a dress. Go for it.
Next trend is vintage leather, which I appreciated because I'm a huge fan of vintage leather. I think that if you're gonna buy leather, always try to buy it vintage first.
Just built better.
Built better, and it looks better because it's aged.
Yeah, it's already aged. You don't have to do like the work. It's already been worked in.
Yeah, YSL had the looks going down the runway. So
did they ever?
These are what I would consider like motorcycle type jackets, but from the 80s.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely, yeah. The style of this is definitely 80s, and we are here for it. I also love how with this particular look, the leather is, you know, meant to be tough, but then he softens it with the chiffon and like the sheer, the oversized bow of the shirt she's wearing, and then the it looks like a train. It looks like
there's like a so it's a sheer fabric.
Sheer fabric, yeah.
Like underneath the pencil skirt.
For this show was incredible.
Yes, I would agree. And
girl,
again, this leather look, it's just going to show that when you have a jacket like this, you don't need to worry. You're gonna be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Investment.
Yeah. So yeah, looking at the details of these looks, we've got this pebbled vintage leather brown.
It's so nice.
And it is just so rich and luxy, and
I love it.
Again, the big shoulders and just the details going on.
And
again, you are so right. The silk blouse underneath.
Yeah, these big bows.
It
just makes it so beautiful.
Simplicity. Sure, maybe you only have a white t-shirt and a pencil skirt.
Right.
But then you put that leather jacket over it, stick the collar up. Come on.
You got nothing to lose. Colored leathers get slept on. And they shouldn't.
It's true. I know everyone reverts to black because, you know,
it's the safest
the
color.
classic, safe.
It's classic.
And it's classic, you know, the James Deans and the Fonzes and Madonna. Like, black leather is just a thing. However, brown leather, beige and taupe leathers,
and when they age, oh my goodness, it hits differently. It does. It hits differently. It's so nice. It's so nice.
Next trend is, we already touched on it, but that pencil skirt.
We went from like the severe mini with Miu Miu to like floor. Everything right now is long.
Very maxi.
Everything is very maxi, like dragging on the dirty floor long. But pencil skirts are on the rise.
Yes.
Everyone and their grandma is wearing a pencil skirt, and the way how it forms to the body.
We're all out here taking care of ourselves, reminding our business and drinking our water.
Girl, and if you're not doing that, start.
Why not show that beautiful body that you're so proud of in a cute pencil skirt?
Why not?
The pencil skirts are at a knee or midi length, which is very flattering for all ages, all sizes.
Yeah.
And again, it's such a great look because it's easy to achieve and it goes with everything. It's like jeans.
Exactly. I know the drop waist was a thing and it still is, but I love they made it high-waisted.
Thank you.
It just
Is two of this collection that I appreciate, especially as, you know, more so of a modest dresser, is that he showed us how sexy you can look wearing a blazer and a pencil skirt that goes beyond the knee. You can still rock it, girl.
Oh, absolutely.
The idea that he did this in not only pinstriped, but he also did this in silk, he did this in leather, and colored leather as well. And
he has some slits in the back, some slits in the front, some with no slits at all, some on the side.
Yeah.
A variety for everyone, right?
Yes. So now we're going to talk about the draping of fabric in this show, which I really think should be appreciated because this isn't something I've seen in other shows.
No.
This season.
He really brought the drapery effect. And the cool thing with drapery, I remember in my fashion design class, one of the classes we took was actually a draping class. And in order to even create the pattern, our teacher, or our professor, sorry, wanted us to just take the muslin fabric and just literally fold it and drape it on here we call it a Judy, but I just call it like a mannequin.
Yeah.
We just want us to drape it, pin it, mark it, and then take it and make the actual pattern and make it into a, you know, just get used to how to deal with fabrics and stuff like that. And when I saw this, it brought that memory back. And there's just some things that you do with fabric where honestly, you just take the cloth and just drape it over the person's body. Everything, I just want, like, you know, just drape it.
Like something like this. So we're looking at the leather drape right now. This is something that you could easily do with a piece of leather. If you have a leather scarf, you could literally just throw it over your shoulder and get this look. Like, he did it in a way where it almost looks like a tartan sort of, you know, traditional uniform of some sort. But the way that he did it and putting it on that big shoulder pad leather jacket, it's like, why are we not all doing, like,
everyone's so used to wearing the sweatshirt over the shoulder, which is fine, but then you could do something like this. It just it levels you up.
Yeah, and this is why YSL is one of our favorites.
Oh my goodness.
Because YSL does stuff like this. In their last show, they did the hood, and we all went we were all like, OMG. Then he brings us this draped scarf fabric situation, and now we're like,
and like, where can I go and get a bangle to put through the hole, and we can drape each other and just be like, come on, child, just drape it,
girl. Like, it's so regal. It's like,
it's so, and you know what too, Car? I love that he used different fabrics. He used velvet, he used leather, he used tartan. This man showing everyone the look. You use sheer. It doesn't matter what kind of fabric it is, whether it's extremely heavy, if it's like extremely hard to fold, play with it. Make it work, like folding your fabrics and pinning it, like some kind of like apocalyptic.
Yeah, like they're going to battle. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Style.
Like the Spartans.
Yes.
You know, like 300.
It was literally like 300. This is Spartan!
That's basically what it was. Fashion. You know, between the silks and the the blouses, the draped fabrics over the shoulders.
Oh my goodness.
It's extravagant, and it has the look of regal, expensive.
And even in the back, like, no detail was at an expense. Everything was shown.
Telly mentioned tartans, and I want to talk about the tartan power because it wasn't only in the draped fabrics, but there were blazers that had trains.
Long trains, and still had those massive, gorgeous shoulder pads.
The idea of Clueless, the movie, you know, Alicia Silverstone, huge fans.
Huge fans.
It is coming back into culture. Kids are now going back and watching that movie for fashion reference.
Yeah.
Because plaid is now kind of
oh my god,
back,
it's huge,
right?
It's huge.
We see celebrities that are now wearing the whole schoolgirl plaid look to events.
YSL did the plaid thing in a grown woman way.
Yes.
This is a woman way. This
because
is a little, you know.
Yeah, this is not like the cute little mini skirt with the little tie.
Cute, but
that elegance of having that long train of plaid behind, right?
And I love with this look, he had it in silk. And then the print still has the, you know, the tartan print.
Right.
And yeah, that long trail and the shoes.
Yeah, with the accessories. YSL's accessories. For any designer out there that is struggling, because let's admit it, if you are a designer that doesn't have killer accessories, you're not making money. YSL is a great reference because YSL shoes, YSL handbags.
Oh, girl.
YSL sunglasses.
YSL accessories fly. Every designer needs to have that accessory line going strong. But as for the tartan skirts, they have it in a pencil format. It just looks, there's no words.
And the way how it's styled here with just black on black, and then you've got that red burst.
But in the fabric like this, that's light, but it has the print of a tartan. You can wear this in the summertime. You can wear it in the spring on a nice warm fall day, and you won't sweat it out, and you'll still have that look. Come on now.
Shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads. Like, if you want to look luxe, rich, like you're worth something, stop some shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads, everyone.
Shoulder pad it up.
Shoulder pads in the blouses for YSL, and I love the look. I think
so
it,
nice.
Again, that structure, it makes you look like that.
Even if you don't have a waist, the shoulder pads will make it where you do have a
body work.
You don't need
when
body
your
work.
clothes are constructed properly.
You'll be fine.
Shoulder pads.
They'll help you to create that waist.
Everything had shoulder pads, and that's what made this show stand out, because again, it's giving that look of I'm
here,
and I know what I'm doing, and I'm all about it.
All about it.
Guess what? If you have blazers at home and they don't have shoulder pads,
that's okay.
It's so easy to go to a store, some sort of textile store, and buy some shoulder pads.
Yeah, any craft store will have them, or if you have a fabric store nearby. They're easy. If you're not the best, like, you know, seamstress or sewer, that's okay. You can even safety pin them into your jacket. Like, no one's gonna be inspecting your jacket to that extent. They just really make an outfit look so dashing and so beautiful. It's a thing.
The thing with YSL is that the clutch is something that YSL has been always just really good at.
I agree.
And there was a nice slick clutch that has just some gold rim around it, and I was like,
when you see it,
like huge bangles and cuffs, which again we appreciate because that is kind of a kiss to the 80s and 90s, right?
It definitely is. Last talked about Dolce & Gabbana, the hosiery. If you haven't gotten any hosiery, make sure you get some hosiery, because every look had beautiful hosiery on. They were all in black, but you can get any color you want.
On those days where it's not extremely hot and you're wearing a skirt that might be showing a lot of leg, put that hosiery on with a nice slick heel.
Honestly.
Thank us later. That is all.
That is all.
YSL's ready to wear fall winter 2023. Steal these looks.
Steal them. We gave you the blueprint.
So
all you gotta do is follow it and go forth. And happy shopping.
If you like videos like these, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. Check out our blog, HercastleGirls.com.
Yes.
And
we are on TikTok and we are on Instagram. Find us under the name HercastleGirls. We update there regularly, and we'd love for you to join our fam. And like Kirsty said before, you already came through this far, so you might as well just hit the subscribe button.
we will see you in the next video. Until then,
bye.